Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Alex's 2011 Subaru WRX. Hi friend.
What's up?
Welcome to your Subaru. I'm gonna put these down here and not scratch your designer glasses. Even though you see STI seats, it's not an STI, but it's faster than an STI. This is our first review, and it's gonna be our last review, maybe
probably not,
of Alex's car. We've been waiting quite a few years, and he's just been waiting for the right moment to review this. I am super excited to drive this. Just a little insight to the beginning of the video so you understand what we're getting ourselves into. Turbocharged upgrade, everything's upgraded. Suspension, turbo, wheels, brakes, every single thing.
Yeah,
that's pretty much upgraded. So we're in for a ride, I would say. Jesus Christ. Yeah. So let's get into this. We're gonna talk about a Subaru a little bit. You guys saw some dope cinematics, and yeah. Let's see if I know the clutch is pretty heavy in these things, aren't they?
No, this one's pretty good.
Oh wow, that's so different than your OEM one, eh?
Yeah.
Wow, it has a nice spring to it though. I gotta get used to that. This is probably one of the most well-rounded cars that I think I've driven, or that I even know of, because you literally have everything done to this car.
Yeah.
So we're all going to talk about horsepower numbers, because that's the most important thing that everyone wants to know. Is how much horsepower are you pushing, and what power mods do you have?
So for me, I'm gonna just say it's roughly around 360-ish horse and 350 torque from what my tuners told me, and from what some of the races I've done. So give or take, I've never taken it on a for sure dyno, but just by certain races that I've done, it's around that power mark.
It's because you've been e-tuned, correct?
Yes, tuned by Eric at Torque Performance in the States.
Very cool.
And honestly, he's been awesome. I haven't had an issue with this car, and I've had about, I would say, I've been stage 2 plus with Eric for like, I would say about a few years. And you have the AC on.
And I have the AC on. Wow.
I was at stage 2 for a long time, and put it this way, I've given this car some nice drives, but I've also maintained it quite a bit. Oil changes every 3K, all that stuff. But yeah, power wise, what should I say? Should I just tell him all the mods?
Yeah, let's go from we'll go from front of the car to the back of the car in mod wise, because
okay,
it's important to know that this is a WRX at the end of the day, and he's beaten a lot of big horsepower cars. The other day was what, a 430i?
435i.
435i, and they rate to like 400 horse, I think.
He was actually chipped, I believe.
Yeah, so
yeah, he was chipped. I've even raced Vets, SS Camaros, stuff like that. Like, and I've beaten them. So
yeah, it's quite impressive what this car can do, even though it's like a little bit on the heavier side. But the whole all-wheel drive and being able to like have all this torque underneath this car is like insane, especially if you can drive it properly, like Alex. Because I'm struggling to get out of first gear in this car for some odd reason, and I haven't driven a 5-speed in probably holy like 7-8 years.
Yeah. So you got the flywheel ACT heavy duty with a flywheel.
Yeah. So it revs up and drops pretty fast.
Yeah. So let's say from the front of the car, let's say what I got here. Okay, so I'm just gonna talk about mods wise, not cosmetics. So I got the Blausch 1.5. I think it was the 10 centimeter turbo with it's a grip speed up pipe made for external wastegate, which is a tile, 44 millimeter, I believe. And then I got was it the Killer Bee oil pickup, the baffle. I got the the CSA? Is it a CSA rad? What are those called again?
CSF rad.
CSF rad.
He's got everything.
I got the turbo inlet, bigger per and turbo inlet. Let's say downpipe back. It's all NVIDIA catalyst. I got white line sway bar with bushings.
Pretty much all the bushings done now.
Yeah, all the bushings done. Short shifter, bushings done on that too. Engine mounts.
All done.
The brake brace, brake cylinder brace. I did even the Humble Rumble kit for the firewall that I didn't even have to do.
What a nice name, Humble Rumble.
Yeah, that's what they call it. Just to secure that firewall, even though mine was okay, but I did it anyways. Then what else did I do in the front? I did braided lines, upgraded STI brakes all around.
Yeah, front and back.
Front and back, and the sway bars in the back too. They're white line.
How about your suspension?
Suspension is Swift springs on stock suspension, which it's okay. But
you know what? For springs and all the mods you have done, all the supporting suspension mods, the car handles like insanely well. Like, I'm assuming if you get a coil, you can get a little better, but I don't know how much better you can actually get, because this car handles like a beast.
Yeah, like it's planted. Even like when you're turning a corner, like I could turn a corner at like 100 and it stays planted. As long as you keep the steering wheel straight and where you want it to go, it stays planted. But aside from that, I think, yeah, like even the rear diff bushings I've done, honestly, this car has everything that you could think of done. The only thing I haven't touched is just internals. That's it.
And you're on a stock clutch for years.
I was pushing stage 2 plus. Mind you, I've done only like a handful of launches, and I guess that's what's probably preserved my clutch.
The Liam clutch now.
Yeah.
And now what stage is this clutch? Is it a stage?
There's no really like a stage to it. It just goes by how much torque it can handle. Which
how much torque can this one handle?
If I can recall, I think it's like 350 to the wheels or 400 and something like that.
And the thing about a lot of these clutch companies is they underrate themselves. So, for example, like I had an Exetti Stage 1 on my supercharged CSX. Mine just not a lot of torque, but at the same time, it held the power quite well. So, okay, I'm starting to slowly get used to this. But honestly, guys, like it's probably one of my favorite cars, and I'm not saying it because it's him. It's so well built, and like, let's just, AC's on, just listen. It sounds so good. This is probably hands down one of the best sounding cars around, with the wastegate, blow off valve.
And another part, I got the Process West front mount intercooler as well.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Oh, and Go Fast Bits, 50/50 blow off valve as well.
Listen to it.
You just can't get old. Like that doesn't get old.
It doesn't. Like this car puts a smile on my face each time, and like this thing's handling like a champ. But let's see if we can give a bit of a second gear. Second gear. Yo, and it handles like nothing. Like we're taking bends and we're going fast, and it's just like, yep, yeah, I can take this all day, no problem. Give me more.
Yeah.
I really think after this video, he's not gonna sell it. This is a forever car, man. This car is fast. This car is well balanced. Steering control is nice. The suspension's great. The power is great. It looks insane, as you guys can see. I don't think there's anything else I personally would do with my touch to this car. Like the OEM steering wheel's fine. There's no shifter boxes or anything for these cars,
no.
right? Just short shifters. So I don't know. Like I'm trying to think if anything I would do personally different.
Well, the only thing I wouldn't mind doing is doing a proper header.
Oh,
but
yes.
That's the only thing that I haven't touched.
And that is those Killer Bee headers, right?
A Killer Bee header.
Killer Bee
nice.
header,
yeah,
right?
It's like
and then
$2,000,
and that would give you an extra like 15 to 20 horse.
Maybe more.
These cars are like super iconic. Like all you really have to do is an exhaust system to this, and they sound amazing already. But like, there you go. Now I'm starting to get the hang of this clutch. But like with the external wastegate and then the turbo on top,
it's a fun car. It's a fun car.
There's nothing more. Like it's just like a perfect car for every day. It's a hatch, you have space, and it looks insane, and it has insane power and makes insane noises. There's no replicating this. It only can come from a boxer motor, especially a Subaru. That's it, right? And this car is a special car, and I've seen this car progress from absolutely stock, which is an NVIDIA R300, are they?
Yeah.
NVIDIA R300 to what it is now. Q300.
Yeah,
R300.
Yeah.
From NVIDIA Q300 to what it is now. I've been through the whole progress and everything. Just open it up a little bit. That's all I did was just open it up a little bit. I didn't do much. Like this is not even a quarter throttle. My God, bro. I don't know how you're gonna sell this. I don't know. I don't think I could. Like, and the thing about this car, it's one of the faster cars on the street. It just, especially from a low end roll and stuff. There you go.
Off a dig.
Off a dig, a low end roll. Good luck. So what made you buy a Subaru? Because you were a Honda guy for many, many years. Alex has probably gone through,
honestly,
15 Hondas maybe?
Yeah, I've gone through a lot of Hondas.
Like,
honestly, I'm still a Honda at heart, but honestly, a Subaru is just a Subaru. It's two different types of cars, honestly. It's just that all-wheel drive, that turbo, that sound. It's just
you can't
mimic that.
A Honda
man.
can sound amazing. A boosted Honda, supercharged Honda.
Yeah, you can.
You know what I mean?
Like you can.
My CSX sounded great for what it was, but like there's something special about the wastegate, the rumble, and a nice blow-off valve on here that like you guys hopefully can hear through this camera, or you guys have heard in real life, because this is like a special vehicle. And are you finding yourself getting bored of the car?
You can't get bored of this car.
It's hard to.
You can't get bored of this car.
It's hard to, right? Because a lot of people get to a certain stage of a build where they're like, shit, now I'm bored. I've done everything. I'm bored.
I've been in that situation.
Right?
Where I just want to change something up.
Right.
Like, and with this car, I don't want to change something up. I don't need to.
Because it
has everything that you would want in a car.
It's so well built.
Yeah.
And one thing with Alex, as you guys probably can tell through the videos, he doesn't take shortcuts when he does builds. He does the right way, because he does it once and he does it right. Hey!
That's it.
Plug.
Yeah.
But it's the truth. Like, especially with his cars, people say Subarus can't be reliable. What do you think?
You know what? Knock on wood, wherever the wood is. But no, my car has been treating me good. I can't complain. Especially for the power that I've been pushing, and that I was pushing even before for like years. And I've had my fun with it quite a bit. Yeah. So it's been treating me good. Honestly, I put the best parts in it, and I do my oil changes a hell of a lot. Like I do it, like I said, every 3,000, just because, and I just keep an eye on that and make sure, because at the end of the day, it's a turbocharged vehicle, and if you're driving it, pretty often, and you're, I would say, I guess, beating on it a little bit, you want to just watch that stuff.
You can consume oil.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, pretty much.
And one thing, Alex, before we get into that, I think I got a bit of a strip where I can kind of get a second gear on.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Second gear, beautiful. just off by the top, I know it's a hard question to answer. What would your quarter mile time be, you think?
My quarter mile?
Yeah. What do you think?
Roughly, the way it's at, I'm gonna probably assume, I would say probably almost 12.
And that's you driving to the track.
Yeah.
On pump gas.
Yeah, 94 is all I run.
And then if we were to have E85 more accessible here, this thing would be even a bigger of a beast.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna say give or take, it's probably like almost 12.
Almost hitting those 12 marks, right?
Yeah, like probably almost hitting 12. Yeah.
Wow.
Now I got I got those Firestone Indy tires too.
Oh, the Indy 500s.
The Indy 500, yeah.
Like, this is what I would be doing all day, every day. Like, I do this with the 10 Gen. That sounds not even close to this, but like, just to have that, like, just to have this beautiful sound right now, like, that is like half throttle. That is half throttle. That is not full throttle. That's half throttle. Honestly, like, crazy build. Two things I hope. I hope not to see it go, but if it does, I hope it goes to an owner that can appreciate this and not destroy it, because honestly, it's hard to build a car for so long and then see someone kind of destroy it, right? Yeah. So there's a lot of attachment to the cars, not only money-wise, but like blood, sweat, and tears, and like this is just a special car. Like, I'm not even doing anything. That's the best part. I'm accelerating, right?
And you can drive it so casually and everything. You don't even have to open the wastegate.
Yeah,
you don't hear nothing.
So if let's say the ops are around, you know, we can just be like this.
Just drive normally.
And you never get pulled over for exhaust.
No, nothing. Zero.
I feel like cops really don't pull over Subarus for exhaust. They're just like, damn, that sounds
just
good.
If you're speeding, right?
Yeah, yeah. But that's given, right?
Yeah,
Speeding is any car.
Yeah.
But this car is like insane. Your first gear?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That first gear is not a level, bro. Yeah.
Yo!
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
There's
Yo, first gear torque, you can't.
Yo! Yo! First gear's next level, bro.
Yeah,
what the?
It gets you getting there quick.
What
yeah.
What the? Yeah, first gear, there's not many cars right now that be on the road that can keep up. It would have to be another all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive beast of a car to keep up.
Yeah.
Right? Even rear, you're gonna lose a bit of traction unless you're like big fat tire, you know what I mean? Like those old Corvettes.
Yeah.
But like, honestly, man, like this build is like probably one of my favorites, and I think it's a lot of people's favorite build. You get a lot of love, especially when you drive it around. Yeah. It's a car that's just really appreciated in the community, and I wish we documented more of this build so that we can look back on it. Yeah. But a lot of this was before the time of YouTube and stuff, and before we got kind of serious into YouTube. If you just got this car like this year and we started building it, it'd be different. It'd be more on the channel, and stuff like that. Because like before we did kind of YouTube was more for like casually, and now like we're taking it a little more serious, as you can tell probably by the weekly uploads. But honestly, like, I don't even know what to say. Like, you have everything done. Like, I can't nitpick. The only thing I'm having troubles with is this fourth gear for whatever reason. I'm not grinding it. He's not grinding it. I'm just like, when I feel like myself putting into fourth gear and it feels hard, I think I'm gonna hit a wall. So I don't want to hit a wall and miss a gear or grind a gear. So I keep hesitating. But you just gotta commit to that gear. Yeah. Pretty much. Just. This car's it's not fair. Like, it's not fair. It's not. Like, how do you get better than this on a road? Like I can only imagine this car with a built motor pushing like 500. Like, what does that even feel like? I've been in a lot of fast Hondas, but a fast Subaru is something different because you're traction. You got traction. Consistently. Doesn't matter the road. Let me know if you guys like these reviews down below. I did the Mazda Speed, we did a few Civics, but I'm trying to do a little more where I personally drive the car and give my take onto it, and Alex Alex, after all these years, finally was ready for me to be like, hey, bud.
That's it.
Pass the torch on.
Today's your day.
And I'm not driving this 100%, but I would say I can drive it maybe about like 80-ish, maybe 70.
Yeah.
If Alex was the one driving this and banging gears, and you would see a different beast come out of this car. I'm just trying not to redline it, because, you know, that's not very good for the Subarus. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I want to say thank you to Mr. Alex for letting me review it. This has been
a pleasure, buddy.
It's been a hell of an experience, and it makes me want to build a Subaru. Just because, like, that first gear was unlike any first gear of any car I've ever driven. That was like, we were in like 1,000 RPM, 7,000 RPMs, one second.
Yeah, like that quick. Yeah.
I had to, like, and I didn't shift the best either, right? I'm not trying to blow Alex's Subaru, so I'm trying to shift a little earlier. But like, it's just so good. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the review, make sure to comment down below and we will get more reviews done. Big thanks to Alex for finally letting me review his car. I think this was the right time to do it, because this is when I can truly appreciate the build, and it is fantastic. I can say this is a 10 out of 10 car. I struggled with the fourth gear a little bit, aside from the 5 gears. That if you did maybe the 6-speed transmission, that would be suiting more to my style.
It'd be for everybody's style.
But this 5.
But if you have the 5-speed, it is faster than the 6-speed.
It is. So. You stay in boost longer.
Yeah.
Right. But all right, guys. Enough babbling.
Yeah.
Peace out. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Do it once.
Do it right.
Later. Do it once.
Do it right. Later.
Do it right.
Okay, do it right. Later.
I think we need to redo that one. Okay. All right, guys.
All right, guys.
Do it once.
Do it once. Do it right.
You gotta say do it. I say do it once. You say do it right.
Okay.